Hey, it's Carrie Flatlaw here. Today I want to give you 3 tips for when you are negotiating on the sale of your home so that you can get a better result. The first one is the hardest, and that is to stay calm. When you get an offer and when you're in the middle of a negotiation, you are going to have a wide range of emotions. Everything from excited to nervous to furious to unsure if you even want to sell your house anymore. This is all very normal. So just keep in mind that what you're feeling is normal. It doesn't necessarily mean that something bad is going to happen. It just means that you're having the normal emotions of someone who is engaging in the biggest transaction of their life. Stay calm, put some trust in your realtor, communicate with your realtor, and if they're a good realtor, they're going to look out for your best interests. Number 2, think of the offer as a giant puzzle, and price is one piece of the puzzle. Our goal is always to get you the most money possible, but in order to do that, we have to look at the rest of the offer. Hopefully we can get some insight into the motivation of the buyer if they're working with their own realtor, and find out why they wrote the offer the way they did, what their financing is like, their motivation, how qualified they are, what they need from the purchase of that home. The more we know about the other buyer, the more we can work with the pieces of the puzzle and make fair trade-offs that do affect the price and help you get the most money. So, for example, maybe possession date is important to you but not important to the buyer, or vice versa. There's all these other things in the offer that we have to take into consideration. The instinct is to look at the price when you first get the offer, and if it's not what you wanted, to freak out and feel like this isn't going to work. And I can tell you from experience, having stick handled many quote lowball offers, that the vast majority of the time, if the buyer is serious, we can get you across the finish line with a great result. Number 3, in a negotiation, it will often go back and forth until you get down to a point where you're close. So the buyer is on the other side of the road, if you can picture it, and you're on this side of the road, and you can see each other and you're within shouting distance of coming to an agreement. And then at one point, maybe one of the parties says, screw the other guy, we're never going to agree on that washer and dryer or that $3,000 difference. I don't want to do this anymore. I think that's a mistake. The best thing you can do at that point, if time allows it, is take a break, step back, and then focus on the difference. What is the difference between me and that buyer? Whether it's price, possession date, some other term or condition that maybe you're disagreeing on, and how can we close the gaps and get the deal done? If you focus just on the number of the price in the offer and nothing else, very hard to move forward and make progress. So focus on what is the difference between the buyer and I, and how can we close the gaps? And then it feels a lot more solvable. If you just look at, well, they're only offering this much money and I don't like it. It's very hard to look for solutions. It's very hard to focus in on solvable problems. So those are my 3 tips. If you have any questions at all, you know where to find me. And I look forward to hearing from you and working with you. Take care. Bye-bye.